Hello, Casey from interwebkaiju here. I Am a Hero is a 2015 zombie movie from Toho Productions and was suggested by Glyn Taft. Protagonist Hideo is a struggling manga artist and writer whose girlfriend has kicked him out, and then some sort of blood transferred virus is turning people into zombies. Well, it can also be transferred via breast milk, but anyways, Hideo's profession and backstory aren't really important other than to know that he is a regular, even possibly lesser than a normal person, but he does often fantasize about becoming a hero, even making a rejected manga mirroring such dreams. Protagonists learn that the virus can't survive in high altitude, so him and a woman he has met set off on a journey to Mount Fuji. The girl turns into some sort of hybrid with heightened strength, and they find themselves in a camp of survivors. Apparently this was actually adapted from a manga, so kinda meta, I guess. The zombie movements are very good, though varies person to person, which keeps things interesting. The face makeup is good as well, all paired with a score that elevates the scenes. Even the wub Inception-like bass cues are pretty decent, and I usually despise those. The teeth falling out when Toho bites the door was very effective on me. There's a lot of decisions I like, the infected keeping some sort of memory of their lives, such as one guy shambling around mumbling about his job. Also really liked one scene where a man is turning and decides to slit his own throat instead of becoming a zombie. He does this after the body shakes an eye cock. Most if not all the infected have cocked eyes. So I thought he was already turned. Nice. Sound effects are phenomenal. Every bone crunch and eye squish sounds effectively disturbing. Exploding heads are always a plus in my book, and we have plenty. Honestly, an insane amount of them. Oh, I usually only really mention this for older films, but this movie is shot and edited very well. Kudos to the filmmakers. Part of the film takes place in a forest, which looks quite pretty. Lots of symmetry, but later there are parts where you see the trees and behind them is just a solid gray of fog, and it's a contrast which I love. Also, big fan of the zombie scene in the food storage area set to classical music. Some of the CG doesn't look great. Hideo's everyday normal guyness comes off more annoying than relatable, especially in moments where I, as the audience, was begging him to finally man up and he just doesn't. But due to reasons, his story continues forward. He does eventually, and it is good, but why torture us by having a moment instead of a progression? I wish Hiromi, the hybrid infected, did more. Her scenes are very cool, but mostly is relegated to being escorted. There's something to note in her being a possible deus ex machina that's never needed, thus letting our heroes be heroes, but I'd rather trade some of that for her kicking some ass. The movie is 2 hours long and it doesn't need to be. Separate parts almost feel like a different movie. None of the character development or world building done in this time is very noteworthy. There certainly is some, but they're either minimal, predictable, or both. The movie did lose me for a while, but it surely brought me back and kept me through its great finale. Overall was very good, and I would recommend I Am a Hero. Thanks for watching.